What's happening with you? It's your guy King David, trapmonster.com, and here in today's vlog, I like to ask you guys, how many tracks do you typically use in your beats? I mean, outside the drums and the samples of the drums and whatnot, but actual instrument sounds do you use in your beats? And do you need that many damn sounds in today's music? So my biggest thing, somebody had asked me about that, like how many sounds do I typically use? And I see these questions in a lot of people's videos. How many sounds do you use to make trap or pop or EDM or R&B and stuff like that? And me typically, I use probably about no more than 4, maybe 5, the most out of sounds. But a lot of times I don't even pass that threshold of 4. So I mean, everybody's different, and it depends on the track too, though. You know what I'm saying? If it calls for that. But when I say that in the sense of how many tracks is like, are they all playing at the same time, or do you have stuff falling out, or something only comes in only during the chorus? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But typically, like I said, my tracks normally be no more than 4 to 5 tracks total outside the drum tracks. So, but the thing is like, in those sounds, a lot of times when it comes to mixing, the more sounds you add in there, it's gonna be a little bit more harder to mix, because every sound needs its own place and space in order to fit in the mix, to make it the song itself sound like something. Or outside that, it's just gonna sound like a bunch of shit on top of shit. You know what I'm saying? And you can't understand what one melody and one instrument is doing compared to the other. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, and so, like I said, that's why I kind of stick to that theory of really 3 to 4. Maybe, like I said, even sometimes typically 3 to 4 tracks that I'm really using. 5 the most, and that 5th one or that 4th one is typically in the chorus. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. So, but it's kind of hard to mix it a lot of times when you got a lot of damn tracks going on in your beat. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know a lot of people take MIDI and they'll layer it up underneath another, and that gives your sound a lot more change and different sound. You know, you would take a different sound and mold it into something totally different, where people may think it's just one instrument. You can do that, but when it goes to just playing multiple different parts at the same time, and it's different instruments, that shit can sound clutter a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta leave room for artists to be able to fit their vocals in there. So, you know, I look on IG and I check out people's tracks, and they have tracks beyond tracks, and just a lot of damn tracks. I'm like, bruh, orchestra they doing or something? What the fuck is all these damn tracks? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you composing a track, you know what I'm saying, for a symphony or something like that? Or you scoring or something like that? Those are reasons, like, them are really good reasons to have a lot of fucking tracks. But if you're doing something like pop, trap, hip hop type shit or whatever, a lot of times you don't need all those fucking sounds. Now, if you layering those sounds with the same MIDI information, then you can probably get away with that. But if you're starting to play everything out differently and this and that, you might be on the wrong road. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you gotta mix that shit, and the vocals still, you gotta think about it, the vocals are an instrument itself. So where the fuck do the vocals fit in at? You gotta leave room for vocals at the end of the day if you want to sell that track. Now, if you're just doing it as a beat instrumental and it ain't made for vocals to go on there, then by all means, go hard. But me personally, when it comes to mixing my tracks down and just making beats and period, the format that I like to use, and I typically see a lot of people who make tracks that makes money off their tracks, they don't add that many tracks in there. You know what I'm saying? Because they like to still leave room for the vocals. The vocals still got to fit in there. Ad-libs still got to go in there. You know what I'm saying? And whatever else, creativity things that the artist is going to bring to that track has got to go in there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just got to be mindful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I picked up this book. This damn thing is tearing up on me now. But it's The Art of Mixing, man. This motherfucker costed me like 40, 50 bucks. Yeah, $49.99 at Guitar Center. And, man, this has been my go-to forever and a day. I might want to check that out. I might leave, matter of fact, I think they got a YouTube link or a YouTube video discussing this whole damn book. I'm gonna look it up and leave the description, leave the link in the description. But really good reference on how to mix your stuff, man, and where you place your certain instruments at and things like that. Really dope book to get and a video to check out as well. So be looking for that. But like I said, for the most part, man, when it comes to mixing, make sure you just, like I said, just make sure you're always mindful about for headroom and vocals still being able to go into your beat. I mean, that motherfucker might be banging and knocking and sound good. And I know we all come across these situations a lot of times when we're making tracks and we feel like shit just sound like something's missing. But guess what? A lot of fucking time it's just maybe just be the fucking vocals is missing. And you adding all this shit in there, trying to be melodic and all kind of extra shit, you know what I'm saying? You're not leaving no room for no vocals to fit in your fucking beat at the end of the day. So you got to keep it, you know, less is better. That's what they say these days, you know what I'm saying? Less is better. So be mindful of that. But pretty much, man, y'all get in the description, get in the comment box, man. Let me know how y'all feel about today's vlog. And what's y'all opinion? What's y'all take? Do y'all feel like having all those fucking tracks in y'all beat is really, really worth it? Or are you making sales off of having all those tracks in your beats? You know what I'm saying? And being melodic and doing a lot of different things in your tracks or whatever. And is artists able to come across your beats really, really well when they recording on them? I like to know. So, and I'll even leave links in the shit, because I like to check it out and hear it for my damn self. But like I said, till next time, it's your guy King David. I am the plug. Peace.